Learn the number one secret to approaching women. How would you like to be able to kill approach anxiety and fear forever? Do you want to know the three things that are stopping you from meeting and dating super hot chicks? Number one, fear of approaching. Number two, fear of rejection. And number three, just the plain old fear of super hot women. Well, I want you to think about how different your life would be if you were able to go after those nines and tens with zero fear. If you're able to walk over and talk to any girl with no fear and able to just get a girlfriend. Imagine the kind of life you would have if you totally eliminated all traces of your fear of approaching, your fear of rejection, and your fear of super hot women. Imagine how you would walk into any venue and walk up to the hottest, prettiest girl there and just be able to talk to her without fear. Can you see how different your life would be if you totally had the balls to go after the nines and tens without any problems? To be able to project the image of a total bad boy without having to fake it. Or have the balls to just land a decent, caring, loving girlfriend. Now get this, when I first started going out to the nightclubs, I noticed guys much less attractive than I was were getting all the hot chicks. I asked myself, why? Like a nerd, I would rationalize to myself, I'm better looking than those scrubs. Hell, I owned my own business. I mean, I just knew I was a way better man than those so-and-sos. Now, one thing I did notice about these yahoos was that they did have an overabundance of something that I had to actually admit that I was actually low in. In fact, I have found that every male who ends up on the internet trying to get better with women is actually deficient in this one element or thing as well. And guess what that one quality was that I did not have? Can I tell you in one word? Confidence. Yeah, that's it. No, really, that was it. As simple, often overlooked as that, but that was it. That was the only quality that was separating me from those other guys besides race who moved in on and succeeded with all of the hot women everywhere I went. That one element, even though it may seem like such a little thing, is also what separates a true natural player who is good with women from a guy who is continually struggling to get a date. And as I said, those bozos had confidence dripping from every pore in their bodies. In fact, those guys had a lot of confidence in themselves. Hell, they had it all the way up the yin-yang. And they didn't even care about rejection and chased every fine female around the clubs. And they were actually car salesmen, and I admit I was jealous back then. But, guess what the main quality that women love in men as to why they will date guys like that is? If you're smart, you guessed it. Confidence. You see, women breathe confident men. Let me reveal or tell you something. The main reason as to why you're afraid of approaching or why you fear rejection and super hot girls is because you also probably have a lower than average confidence level. And that smells to women like shit. Don't take my word. Think about it. Remember the last time you were nervous about stepping up to a super hot chick? Remember the last time a chick turned you down? Yeah, I think you're beginning to see the big picture now. Now just think how easy your life would be if you had the unstoppable confidence of a super player. Now forget all the nonsense about players are evil. Just imagine how you would step over to every pretty girl that you saw and start talking to her. And get this, you wouldn't even be afraid. Hell, you'd go after the nines and tens with no problems and get them because remember, the number one attractive quality that attracts women to men like flies of shit is your confidence level. Like, yo, you'd be able to find a girlfriend within a week, no problems, and take your pick of whom you want to let date you. I mean, just think, your approach anxiety would drab quicker than a blonde's checkbook. That silly shy guy game act that you programmed yourself would evaporate quicker than spit on a griddle just as well. Oh, shy guys, I'm sorry. Women don't like to really date shy guys on the average. Stop the nonsense. Anyways, your fear of how hot the woman is would be gone. And you'd have that charisma that bad boys have that drive women wild without needing to really become a bad boy. I mean, just think how many opportunities that you have blown in your entire lifetime, all because you were scared or let that evil little voice in your head dominate you and rule your life. Now look, I've been a dating coach since the early 2000s, teaching guys how to get laid as I've done in my own life. I've had women wearing a sign saying property of Player Supreme. This photo's not fake and it's well documented. And yes, I am Player Supreme. I've shown photos of women kissing my feet, and I've tried to teach other guys how to become a virtual pimp in the dating game. I am known as the inner game dude. Well, I know with strong inner game, you don't and won't need techniques. You see, I really did start where you guys are and grew into a supreme player in this game. And get this, it's not about looks, although looks are important, but it's not about looks as much as it is about your level of confidence. I have seen fat and ugly guys who were real pimps. Yes, the selling of a woman's most prized possession on the streets. You know what I'm talking about. Guess what these tiny, ugly, skinny, or fat, unattractive men have that allows them this type of power in the game? Guess what it is? The answer is so simple, it had been in front of my eyes for 10 long years. Confidence. You know, one of my previous books, I tried to get guys to use a canned phrase I learned from the pimp game. It went something like, all whom I see when I stand alone in front of a mirror are beneath me. Well, I forgot I was working with nerds and that didn't go very well. But what I also totally forgot was to build up the student's confidence first before I gave them that affirmation, so it did almost no good. As you can see by the photo in the back, I had already went through the process of developing my confidence level. And I have a vast library of self-improvement books, and I spent years studying and reading and learning. And I am ashamed and sorry to say this, but I forgot what I went through to get there in my teaching. But what I'm trying to say is the only thing stopping you right now from meeting and dating a ton of super hot chicks is simply your level of confidence. The only thing that has been keeping you from dating super hot chicks is that damn low level of confidence that you've been dragging around with you probably your entire life. Yes! What I'm saying is that the only thing that has been keeping you from being popular with the ladies is just because you have not developed the confidence of a man who is popular with the ladies. Wait, don't reject it now. Take a moment and really think about how powerful this truth really is and its effect it's had in your life. You should feel a wow. If not, just stop the program, okay? And if you felt that wow, isn't that pretty sad when you think about it though? You have been selling your balls short for a long time now over some stupid program that you've been running in your mind. Well, are you ready to get off that losing boat? Well, I think I have just the thing for you. Some time ago, I actually finished developing a complete 50-plus day boot camp program designed to rip your low self-esteem to shreds and turn your confidence level into that of a raging bull. But first, you will go through an intensive 3 weeks of a Destroy Your Fear course before I unleash your inner confidence. Let me show you how to finally rip out of your brain all those confidence-killing behaviors that you probably are not even aware of that turn women off like a stone-cold shower on a below-zero night. Here are just some of the things that you will learn in this program. the difference between arrogance and real confidence, how to get rid of fear in your life forever, the real secret of unstoppable confidence, how to speak like a super confident man, the 9 elements of unstoppable confidence, how to reprogram your belief system in a day, how to develop the body language of confidence, how to end that nagging negative inner voice, communication tools of winners. Now get this, how to never be intimidated by anyone ever again. You're going to learn eye contact exercises, how to boost your rapport with women, how to build unstoppable confidence, how to destroy once and for all your low self-esteem, plus much, much more. 40 plus videos chock full of confidence building exercise that will leave when you finish this program. You will be like a lion among men. You will be an unstoppable player among men who will date whom he wants and when he wants. Now, right about now, you're probably wondering, how much is this total package going to cost you, right? Well, how much would you put on your life right now? I mean, how much would you pay to be able to radically change the course of your life right now, today? How much would you pay? Before you answer that, just think about where you would be in a year from now if you didn't order this program. Now, where would you be in 5 years if you didn't order this program? Living in mama's basement? How about in 10 years, still stuck, shy, and alone? Again, how much is it worth to put a final end to your approach anxiety? To stomp out that nagging fear of super hot women? To bury your fear and fear of rejection forever? Well, look at it this way for a minute. 50 days, well, it's actually 80 plus days because I added the fear course into that, but 50 days are going to pass whether or not you take advantage of this tremendous offer or not. And during these 50 days, you will probably go to the nightclubs and spend, $20 each time just on the entrance fee for the average club. You will probably spend at least another $20 on drinks, and we both know that's a conservative estimate. So for the price of one evening out that will ultimately change your life forever, what price could you really put on this? Let me tell you that you cannot put a price on your future happiness, my friend, because it is priceless. With that said, here is the best news of your life. My program's not costing thousands, even though it's worth it, nor $9.97, even though it's worth it, nor $547, nor $297, nor at this time my real price of $97, but it is only $37 right now. That is $60 off, a $60 savings. But this is for a limited time for the summer of 2016 only. And I'll have to change this ad later on. So here's what I want you to do right now. Click on the order button below and you'll be taken to a special page where you will finish the business of getting your package and getting in. After that, your login information will be sent to your inbox. Oh, don't use Yahoo or Hotmail, since my mail often ends up in the spam folder if it even gets through. But also, don't forget to check your spam folder if you don't see my mail. So go on and order now. Time for you to become a raging bull. Let's get you started on your final path in this game of life and get it done. P.S. $37 is nothing when you think about how you'll be able to finally put an end to the struggling that you've endured your entire life. It's nothing. Think about the fear that you put yourself through over approaching and rejection. Would it not feel great to be able to wake up each morning totally excited and bursting with enthusiasm, energy over your prospects of meeting and dating hot, beautiful women? Brother, I think so. So sign up now. Hey, you only have one life to live. And if you have to donate blood or dig in the couch for change, do it. Why wait thinking about it when change is just a download moment away? Also, think of all the hot women that you let slip through your fingers because you were too scared to step over and introduce yourself. Yeah, I think you know it's time to do something and develop real confidence.